Well, this is really a way to take advantage of last minute travel. So you get it by the $200 room night.
This isn't the holiday weekend, is it?
The other thing to look for, especially with the holiday weekend and these busy event cities, are neighborhoods outside the city center. So, for example, if you're going to San Diego, stay in Carlsbad, you'll save 60% on your hotels. If you're going to San Francisco, stay in San Mateo, you'll save 30% on your hotels. And you're not that far. A lot of these cities have great public transportation.
Don't put it up there, it's gonna fall.
That's a great tip. Also, you say outside. What do you mean by that? Are we going camping here on vacation? Well, this is really in the outer neighborhood to find the deal, and then going into the city center for the big event. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Speaking of big events, on the holiday, obviously there's lots going on.
More than one TV there?
Oh yeah. Big events.
Who is else?
No Puff though. Just Brownie and Miss Kitty.
Something happened to Puff.
No, she's around.
What was there last night?
24-hour event kicking off the holiday weekend. Las Vegas, this is really the kickoff for
She doesn't come around
and all
every
these
day.
big resorts.
Well,
And even Washington, D.C., you have lots
comes
of
later.
periodic events, the parade, the concerts.
She must have kids.
In Chicago, it's their big weekend for bikes to drive. This is where they shut down Lakeshore Drive, and bicyclists get to take to that now. Also have fireworks over the 80s here. So no matter where you're
Look at all the
going,
trash on the
there's
street.
lots going on. You know, it's interesting because it seems like Las Vegas has popped up as the #1 travel destination for so many different places, different websites. Why is that?
You don't find that news either.
Right? Yeah, it's not just a gaming
Not a
destination
bit of
anymore.
paper on the
It's an
sidewalk.
entertainment destination all around hotel or from nightlife, shopping, restaurants, family shows I've noticed.
It's the cleanest city I've ever seen.
There's so much hotel inventory in this market. Prices are always affordable. You're always
Russia,
able to
too.
find 3-4
Yeah.
hotels covering your $100
Think they would litter there.
Mm-mm.
Some other places, that's pretty big for a holiday. It is. Janine Tornatore from Orbit.com. Thanks for being with us.
Well, they probably have some stiff fines for or jail time for
Mother's
litter.
Day on a plane. She said she didn't even know she was pregnant. You're gonna have to hear the way she tells the story.
So you need another cup, maybe some?
Just a cup thing.
Who says desirable can't also be responsible?
How do you not know you're pregnant? Your stomach would get bigger.
RS is proof
It'd get hard.
this is the pursuit of perfection.
If you struggle with type 2 diabetes, you're certainly not alone.
I just get it, they have all those thermoses up there with a cover to them. That's what I mean.
Discover one state
Not a regular cup.
is the #1 prescribed in the newest class of medicines that
You're bringing a thermos, you're carrying it.
Don't worry, I wouldn't burden you.
Diet and exercise to significantly lower blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's why I just drink all my coffee here.
That's a smaller
The kidneys allow
thermos.
sugar to be
You know, we
absorbed back into the
it's probably
body.
at home.
Invokana reduces
Yeah.
the amount of sugar allowed back in.
This was the
sends
big one
some
I
sugar
brought out
out
here.
to the process of urination.
What's that?
And while it's not
Is that
very
other
close,
thermos?
it may
It
help
doesn't
you
keep
lose
them
weight.
warm?
This one?
Yeah.
Invokana can cause
It's
important
about,
side effects,
it's about the same size
Oh,
as that,
I
and
got
that's
some.
heavy, and this one's heavier.
which may cause you to feel dizzy.
That's heavy too. Is your back gonna be up to it?
Well, you don't have to fill it all the way up with
You
coffee,
will.
though.
Yeah, but the thermos itself is heavy.
Other side effects may include kidney problems, genital yeast infections.
I can put my backpack down once in a while.
Maybe you could just carry it for
No! I don't want it.
Or increases in cholesterol.
Well, you're gonna want coffee out there.
No.
Do not take Invokana
But then
if
why
you
you
have
taking
severe
it, Bonnie? Just
or are on
For me.
dialysis. Stop taking and call your
It's
doctor
gonna be
right
cold
away
out
if
there,
experience
until
No, it's not.
12.
swelling or difficulty breathing or
We're going early in the morning, Leon. We've never gone this early.
Yeah, well the sun heats things up pretty quick, I can tell you that.
medication.
Well, yeah, says you.
And if you have kidney or liver problems. Using Invokana with
You're gonna leave at 8 o'clock.
Don't
Don't you have anything to eat, or
Nothing to eat.
It's time.
want a piece of toast?
Lower your blood
I
sugar with
suppose,
Invokana.
yeah,
Yeah, I got some jam.
Imagine
I don't want
lying
jam on
your
it.
numbers.
Just butter.
There's
Ew.
only one Invokana.
Why not?
Ask your
I
doctor
don't
about
like
it.
jam on it.
That's dumb.
It's
What the hell's the point of having
Dumb.
toast?
It's reliable uptime.
Put butter on it. You don't put butter on yours.
No.
Well, I do.
With CenturyLink, you get advanced technology solutions. including an industry-leading
Oh, yeah, there
broadband network and cloud and hosting services, all with dedicated, responsive support. With CenturyLink as
You
your
want just
trusted
one? You
technology
should have two
partner,
pieces at least.
free to focus on growing your
This is
business.
your white bread.
CenturyLink, your link to
I thought you had cinnamon bread.
No, it's all gone.
insurance should be a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Your business.
Oh, you want a muffin?
I don't care. Either one. Muffin's fine.
I got a muffin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you tie this up?
Man, so they wouldn't fall out.
Trumpy never made that noise.
He did too.
No, he didn't. He sucked stuff up like a vacuum. He never made a noise.
I don't care. I like the word. Name Trumpy more.
Had a headache, but now I don't. Southern is fast.
In fact, for some, release starts in just 15 minutes. Excedrin.
Wow, that was fast.
Elephant's bellow.
She was 37 weeks pregnant.
He wasn't an
She ended
elephant.
up giving birth on a trans-Pacific flight to Tokyo.
Yeah, I got a
Well,
truck
shares the
thing
absence
here.
of Phoebe and talks to the new parents. And
It's a
let's all go down.
English muffin.
This
Sour
is
good.
just an incredible story. Ada, what was it like? You're sitting on a plane on your way from Calgary to Tokyo for just a trip that your family friends bought for you guys, and then suddenly you're going into labor. What was going on? How did you know what was happening?
Well, I didn't know I was going to labor. I just
Man, they just said that just so they can get on the news, fuckers.
It just kept getting worse, and they moved me to the center of the plane where they prepare all the meals and everything, and I was there for 4 hours, and 3 doctors came on here, and they had to put IVs in me to try to use the pain, but it didn't work, and 4 hours later it just happened.
So, at what point did you realize you were having a baby?
Pretty much the last half hour of the flight.
So she just said something fell out of me, and I don't know what it was. Can you check? And then all of a sudden,
How did this happen? Okay, for more stories like this, be sure to watch the Daily Show News and on HLN and check out the Daily
That's
Show
what
News.
That's a good clue.
We're really missing Ivan Cabrera today. I mean, we've put his picture all over the studio. No, but really, we do want to update you on his AIDS vaccine.
That's
200
funny.
miles halfway
Then we
through.
heard yeah.
That's what he's going to be saddled with.
All right, guys, 100 miles.
Yeah, she didn't even know she was pregnant.
So I feel that this morning we just had breakfast, which was awesome.
Liars.
Yeah,
100 more miles.
They're like the second or third one in the news now.
Leanne, a lot of women swear they don't know they're pregnant.
Why we're doing
They
this for the
just
AIDS
don't know.
vaccine. 100 miles
kinda hard to
to
believe.
Yeah, I mean, there are
I think we can do it. We have
changes
a
in
bunch
your
of pits up,
body.
a lot of
Your stomach
volunteers,
gets
and then they
bigger.
provide us with water,
Usually.
food. It's going to be great. Hopefully my legs will be ready to go for another 100 miles. I will see you next weekend. If
I
I'm
bet
not
these
in
women that are
guys.
in labor 24 hours wish they, you know, would have birth like that. Not even know.
And that's what I was saying. After that, you wake up and you're so sore. The whole way back, he has another 100 miles. You can see his
I guess that
progress
kind
there
of put
on
a
the
damper on their
actual
trip,
list.
huh?
And also, we do want to let you know if you want to donate to the great cause he's doing this
What
for.
put a damper on his trip?
The baby.
Oh.
That she had him on the plane.
Weekend Express. We
She
just
didn't
want
know
to
she
say,
was
Ivan,
pregnant.
we missed you, but we are so proud
The
of you.
family gave him a trip to go somewhere, you know,
Thanks for your support.
a vacation.
Support.
And then she ends up having a baby on the plane. So probably didn't go to Tokyo.
have those weeks.
You don't like strawberry jam on your thing?
Almost 2 dozen tornadoes struck
I heard that.
to Wyoming.
Fucking pig.
Get a better look at a massive sister half-mile wide.
She's such a
Coming up.
pig.
She is. She's just an animal.
No, she's worse than an animal.
Dragon Golf was just named Motor Trend's 2015 car of the year. So was
Steve.
Pete.
and the 45 highway.
Peter! It's drifting my way. Oh, God. Oh. You fucking pig. God almighty. We didn't raise you to be a fucking pig.
Simply wipe it off.
There's people next
You're a
door.
slob.
That easy.
The elk are right across the way there.
Where? Are they?
Yeah. Weather-beaten car.
Oh.
We polished this car with new finish and
Where?
52 car washes.
No, they're not.
There they are.
Powerful scrubbing.
I think the women elk are all pregnant. Keith.
Available at Advance Auto, Target, Lowe's,
Maybe.
Walgreens,
Yeah,
AutoZone,
they look
Walmart,
like
and
it.
other leading stores. May you be rich. Filthy rich. Dream about
Such
it.
luck.
Give up everything for it. And when you find it, eat it up. So, if you have a flat tire, then need us to unlock the keys in the car. Guy goes emergency roadside assistance is there 24/7. Oh, I've got a flat tire.
Oh dear.
Find a take where it's a bit more dramatic on that last line, yeah?
Oh, I think.
Good for me, what do you think? Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Closed captioning brought to you by InventHelp. Call 1-888-909-4332.
People ask me all the time, George, what do I do with my idea for a new product? I tell them, call my friends at InventHelp.
Call for free information.
You don't want it too toasted, do you?
No. You can close it now.
I don't see any elks.
Well, get off your fat ass and go look for me.
Oh,
I
here comes
see
Miss
it.
When
Kitty.
it comes to customer satisfaction,
Come running
Dish
when she
Network
hears the
and
door.
DirecTV are
Oh yeah, I
not
see
stable.
one of them.
According to a 2014 consumer survey, Dish Network ranked as the 5th most hated company in America. This year, they rank as the 3rd most. While DirecTV customers once again gave us the highest
There
satisfaction
she
rating
is.
of any satellite or cable provider. Number 1
Like the
in
other
customer
one.
satisfaction. Another reason 39 million people
That's
a year
her. That's
don't
Miss
just
Kitty.
watch TV,
Well, that's the one that was here this morning then.
Probably.
Brownie was here too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brownie's on the table out there.
City is 6 million plus. What happens to the pool?
Well, which one stays on top of that thing here?
Brownie.
Summertime.
Oh, this is the crybaby
Skinny?
cat, yeah.
Or crybaby?
Yeah, he's the male, she's the female.
Thanks. Thank you.
Can't take a dump.
We'll never get out of
What you may
here.
not know about this guy is in his NFL days, he earned the nickname Ninja Prankster. I, for the last few months, have avoided being a victim until today. A little earlier, we were starting to do the Bleacher Report when this happened. It is 2 down, 1 to go. Oh my God! I can't with coin wire. He's gotten me. He is notorious.
What did he do?
He had those things in his
Do you
teeth.
have a sports report, or are you just trying to torture me?
What were they?
They were false teeth,
Oh,
like fangs, you know?
start laughing.
Come prepared, you know, that little cockroach.
He tried to get Ivan with the cockroach. It didn't work. Ivan was like, what is this?
You gotta always have something. You gotta have always something prepared, something up your sleeve. But watch out, more to come. I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get all of our producers.
All I ask is leave the masks at home. I get enough of that from my own husband, who does it to me all the time. But I've fallen victim. Now it's payback time. When will it
All right, bring it on, bring it on.
I don't see him.
Just in time for Memorial Day, Jenny's Splendid Ice Cream
Put it
Shop
away.
plans to reopen next week. The ice cream maker closed all of its 21 stores in 6 states last month. It also recalled all of its ice cream because a pint tested positive for listeria. Company officials say they have tracked down the source of the contamination, and they've taken steps to make sure this does not happen again. Just
Contamination
a few
of
flavors
what?
will be available at first, then they'll ramp up production.
Listeria.
Where?
Being funny.
Kitty. Well, that's
Well, take a dump,
Severe
Lee.
storms and tornadoes rip through several states, and more potentially dangerous weather could be on the way today.
No, I was gonna take it.
A California congresswoman is in hot water this morning over that controversial gesture, and it's not the first time she's ruffled some feathers.
Get your
Plus,
finger.
Memorial Day is coming up, so we're going to tell you where to get the best deals for the holiday weekend. But first, good morning to you on this Sunday. I'm Lynn Smith, and thanks for spending part of your day with us here on Weekend
Can't believe you don't
Express.
have jams or nothing on it.
Just incredible video that we are getting out of Oklahoma. At least one of the 22 tornadoes that touched down from Texas to Wyoming
Hey, hand me
yesterday
that pillow
gave
over
us
there.
this stunning image. This one measured about a half a mile wide. It touched down near Elmer. That's in rural southwestern Oklahoma. And it
Yep,
stayed
weather
around
engineering,
for
they
miles.
did it.
And the tornado caused scattered damage and knocked down some power lines, but because of how rural the area
did that
was,
too, huh?
it didn't hit a direct town, and
They
didn't
make
cause
those
any
tornadoes.
fatalities, thank goodness.
Godly, yes.
Baseball-sized hail was reported north of Elmer. The storms also caused
Too
flash
much.
flooding in some
Because
parts
they're
of
tinkering with
Oklahoma.
the
You know,
weather
they've
too
been
much.
saturated with rain in the last
Yeah.
And this was the scene in Wichita, Kansas. The National Weather Service says 3.5 inches of rain fell at the airport there. So far, there are no reports of death in any of
Weather
them.
engineering, they did it.
Well, something's going on. I know that.
For Ivan this morning, taking a look at the
Yeah, they
weather.
wanna
You
kill the
see
crops
this video
and the,
coming out of Oklahoma.
small
Wichita,
farmers
it's just
go under.
unbelievable how
And then
bad it got.
Monsanto can
Yeah, it's
take over
extraordinary
the...
that no one was injured or
land that
any
they gave up
fatalities
because of
were
the failed
reported.
crops.
Then take a look at this phenomenal footage coming out of Elmer, Oklahoma. This is what is called an inflow jet that helps
Yeah, we
fuel
think
these
by now
thunderstorms.
somebody
Look at the
would have said
rotation
something.
around that tornado. This is a white
Wheeled
tornado.
on 'em.
Well,
classified
nobody
by
believes them.
it being
Nobody
wider
believes
than
these
it is
videos they're
tall.
putting out about
The
it.
sun
That's the
setting in the
problem.
distance there as well, creating that ethereal look to the sky
be the
and also the
downfall.
lightning beams. Just amazing footage, really incredible to see that stuff. In fact, what we've done is we've taken the radar image from that moment in time. This is southwest of Oklahoma City. And that rear inflow jet that I was talking about, this is it actually starting to pierce the side of the tornadic supercell. This is called a hook echo, and it's a classic case of a tornado on a radar, very easily identifiable for meteorologists. But let's talk about how many tornadoes they had. 28 in one day. That's all on Saturday, thanks to this collision of air masses, cold air, drop in from Canada, that's interacting with our warm Gulf moisture, and that is going to bring us another round of severe weather today. Unfortunately, this time across the upper Mississippi Valley, especially through the Ozarks, we have roughly 30 million Americans under the threat of severe weather today.
Yeah, they're seeing the clouds ahead of the storms, and then they'll take off everywhere
We're not
else.
expecting the
That's what I'm talking
long-shot
about.
severe tornadoes that we experienced on Saturday, but nonetheless,
Just like in the video, that's
places
why
in
we get the
Chicago,
brunt of the,
Minneapolis, St.
CG.
Louis, southward Little Rock, we need to keep a close
California
eye to the
does.
sky for the possibility of severe weather once again today. Here's our high-resolution
Well, you ought to
video
ask
model
your
showing our
chicken
thunderstorms
camp
moving
friends
through,
if they
advancing
see
eastward,
jets going
and our
ahead,
temperatures
going
are going
over
to take a
at
nosedive
least
going
bacon
into
crap.
the first part of
Well,
next
you
week.
ought to
Very
ask
warm
them.
summer, like temperatures along the East Coast. Look at the Big Apple.
You
should have enough bags
Sitting
there,
90
Lee.
for Tampa. But
England has a lot. When I was doing a Google Drive around there, everywhere, they were all in England, too.
That's cold.
May I ask why you have so many empty bags in
These are
there?
my bags, don't worry about it.
Why
And they're not
though?
empty. They got pills in them.
Just days after
Every
So I wouldn't have
day?
to bring all the, yeah, so I wouldn't have to bring all the,
You gotta just get those little Ziploc to stack ones and
officials
put
are
'em in.
installing new controls that will
No,
help
these-
slow
you
down
don't buy a
speeding
new bag.
trains. Federal officials also instructed Amtrak to do a risk assessment on all curves on tracks in the Northeast corridor. Tuesday's crash killed 8 people. More than 200 people were hurt. The NTSB is investigating whether the train that wrecked and 2 others in the area were hit by objects prior to the crash. Meantime, a memorial service was held in Manhattan yesterday for one of the victims of the Amtrak accident. 39-year-old Rachel Jacobs was one of the 8 people killed.
Hey, maybe you'll see me on the news. I'll be one of the
Friends say
victims.
She dedicated her life to giving back. They describe her as irreplaceable.
It was beautiful.
The good ones always go.
You don't see assholes getting killed and stuff.
Friends and
No.
family spoke.
I guess I'll be a survivor.
Yeah, Trumpy, you don't have to worry.
She was beautiful inside and outside. She was smart, lovely, friendly, and very giving.
The world went into a net deficit today because this woman was a giver.
Yeah, they won't
not
be
a
able to say
taker.
anything
It
about
was
me
all
on there.
loss.
Just bad stuff,
Funeral
probably.
services for
Yeah.
Jacobs will
Well.
be held on Monday in Michigan. Friends say she just started her dream job at a software startup in Philadelphia.
Must be nice to have a dream job.
Pope Francis canonized a pair of Palestinian nuns during a ceremony in St.
Life is
Peter's
what
Square.
you make it,
Miriam
Leanne.
Bojardi
Well, it's what other
and
people make
Mary
it.
Al-Sangata became saints for their work
I
with
learned
the
that.
poor. They reportedly are the first Arabic-speaking Catholic saints. The honor comes just days after the Vatican formally recognized Palestinian statehood and the day after Pope Francis met with Palestinian leader Mahmoud Abbas.
Why don't you read
New
this
this morning,
Thai
Washington
book
police have
since you're
released
so
surveillance
good at
video
it?
of a man they say is a person of
You need
interest
to
in
take it down.
connection with the deaths
Well,
of 4 people
I need to
in
take
a
one
house
too.
in D.C.
What?
They also released a picture of a car they say could be
Guess
connected
we're
to
not
the
getting
case.
out of here at 8.
The victims were a
Well, now
mom,
if we have to
dad,
both
their
go take
10-year-old
it down.
son, and the family's housekeeper. The Washington Post reports they appear to have been
Anyway,
beaten
hi is
before their
until
house was set on
12:30.
fire. The case
So
has
what
drawn
is
it? That's
even more
AM.
attention
Yeah.
because
11:56.
the House near Vice President Joe Biden.
That's high
Police say
tide.
the family's
So it's in low
found
tide
in a
now.
church parking lot. It had also been set on
They
fire.
peaked at 5:55, so
Maryland's
they're all
major
coming
case
in, which
squad
means they're bringing them in
is
right now.
Right.
homicide.
That's why we got to get going.
We are now learning more
So
about that
don't
risky
stay in there
special
forever.
forces
Take,
raid that led to
drop
the
the
death
shit
of
and
a
get
key
out.
ISIS leader. U.S. officials say they had intelligence on how the terrorist organization operates and earns
Just
money.
gotta go take a
Nick
dump.
Peyton Walsh has the details.
So drop the shit and get out.
We will be looking to the US to provide us with exactly why this man was so important, because they endured an enormous risk.
Hey, this is early. We haven't been out this early.
Well, you haven't. I have.
Not this trip.
They were after intelligence. They were after.
No, but I mean, I've been up this early because
of
Dad.
computers and
Oh,
phones
poor
had
baby.
on them as well. So very complex indeed that they decided to take this risk, because they flew into one of the most dangerous parts of ISIS-held territory, deep inside Syria. The Alamar oil field, known to be an ISIS military base, a 3 to 5 kilometer
they got
security
it.
perimeter around it. Airstrikes, witnesses speaking to activists we've spoken
That's what they
to,
said.
softening the area up beforehand. Then Delta forces came on in, hand-to-hand
People are
fighting, bloody
just
knuckles
crazy.
amongst those soldiers. An extraordinarily vicious fight for this man, Abu Sayyaf, who they hoped they could capture alive, despite the lengthy history of ISIS leadership worshipping death in their jihad. So a complex task, certainly for US commandos here, and one that leaves them with, they say, substantial intelligence about how ISIS works and this detainee, Sayyaf. But 19 ISIS fighters killed in this, some of them said to be foreign, and questions, of course, being asked as to quite why the US is now willing to endure this substantial risk.
For the oil.
Abu Sayyaf was not really well known. In fact,
Well, they're
that's
trying
not
to get
even his
information
real
on
name.
ISIS, that's
At least
all.
one authority on ISIS doubts if Sayyaf was the mission's primary target.
By blowing something up?
The man accused of shooting at George Zimmerman is now out of jail this morning.
No.
Matthew Apperson was released on a $35,000
ISIS,
bond
they had
yesterday.
computers
A
about
judge
what
also
ISIS,
ordered him to turn in his
on
weapons
ISIS, you know, all the
and
computer
avoid
information,
contact
Right.
with
you know,
Zimmerman.
that's what they
The two
wanted
men had
to.
a series of
So
run-ins
they got
with each
that.
other.
They're gonna
Police say
get it by
Apperson
blowing up the
fired a
thing.
shot at George
Well, they
Zimmerman
they saved the
on Monday.
computers.
Apperson claimed Zimmerman pulled a gun
And
on
they got
his purse.
his wife.
TMZ reports an
Right.
officer on the scene.
Well, they
said
didn't
he
blow it up
overheard
then. They
Apperson
went
say,
in
"I
on the
hope I
ground
got him
to get
this
him.
time."
Yeah,
Zimmerman
yeah. They
denies
landed
pulling a
right there,
gun on
went in,
Right.
killed.
Zimmerman has
Unfortunately,
had
they killed him
several
because
incidents with
he
police
was shooting
being
back.
involved
He wouldn't
in the shooting
talk
death of
anyway.
14 Trayvon Martin. A 16-year-old girl is recovering from a bison attack. The exchange student from Taiwan was visiting Yellowstone National Park. She was posting a photo near a group of grazing bison. That's when the animal took a couple of steps and gored her. She had to be airlifted to a hospital. She had serious but not life-threatening
They
injuries.
probably had
About a week ago, this viral
baby-
video showed tourists at
babies.
Yellowstone
Yeah.
running from a mother bear and her
Yeah.
cubs. The Park Service warns that, quote, wildlife is wild and should not be approached
Look at
no
that.
matter how tame they appear.
probably had a cub nearby.
Right.
People are stupid.
At risk of this song being stuck in your head for the rest of the day, Britney Spears and Iggy Azalea are going to be part of the big show tonight in Las Vegas. We're going to take a look at
They
some of the
look like a
nominees
couple
for
of
the
those Barbie
Billboard
dolls.
Music Awards.
With no brain in it.
Weekend Express with Lynn Smith. Brought to you by Terminex, striking fear into the hearts of termites and pests for over 85 years, and backing it all up with the strongest guarantee in the business.
Our oath isn't an
Well, you
empty
guys
gesture.
are
It's the heart and soul of Terminex Nation. The
I don't know, I'm gonna
Terminex
take a look in
Ultimate
here
Protection
maybe and see how I can lift this thing up.
Yeah, well, you be careful. You don't know what you're doing.
Terminex.
Careful.
If you struggle
She
with
can
type
help.
2 diabetes, you're certainly not alone.
Oh,
Just kidding.
yeah.
Fortunately, many have found a different kind of medicine that lowers blood sugar.
Just don't get under it.
Well,
Watch
tomorrow
it.
morning we're going to get ready and go. We're not going down to the beach tomorrow.
Discover once daily
Right.
Invocana.
We already
#1
discussed
prescribed
this.
newest
Okay.
class of
You don't have to
medicines
keep
that work with
harping
the
about
kidneys to lower A1C.
Gotta get cracking.
Invocana is used along with diet and exercise to significantly lower blood sugar in adults
I
with
don't want
type
to
2
get home
diabetes.
real late.
It's a once daily pill that works around the clock.
She didn't go.
Here's how. The kidneys allow sugar to be absorbed back into the body. Invocana reduces the amount of sugar allowed back in and sends some sugar out through the process of urination. And while it's not for weight loss, it may help you lose weight. Invocana can cause important side effects, including dehydration, which may cause you to feel dizzy, faint, lightheaded, or weak, especially when you stand up.
Did that lake up there,
Other
the
side
pond
effects
have
may
a
include
lot
kidney
of
problems,
water in it?
genital yeast
Well,
infections, urinary tract infections, changes in urination,
I saw a couple up walking
or
around the rig on
increases
the
in
top of that
cholesterol.
thing.
Really?
Yeah, this
Do not take Invocana
They're
if you
after
have
the
severe
water.
kidney problems or are on
They're
dialysis.
over here and then they're over there.
I've never
Stop
seen
taking
it.
and call your doctor right away if you experience symptoms such as rash, swelling, or difficulty breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about any medical conditions, medications you are taking, and if you have
Birds
kidney or liver
are out there
problems.
wanting to eat.
Using Invocana with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase risk of low blood sugar. It's time. Lower your blood sugar with Invocana.
I better put that in my
Imagine
coffee
loving your numbers.
What's
That's
this?
good.
There's only one
Coffee.
Invocana.
Oh,
I
Ask
gotta
your
put it
doctor
in
about
that
it by
little
name.
thing.
oh, the thermos.
Yeah.
I'm outside. Where are you?
I'm right here. I'm in the Buick.
I don't see a Buick.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Uncle, the expectation-shattering crossover from Buick.
Wow.
During the Buick Spring Sales Event, pay no interest for 5 years, plus get $750 purchase bonus cash on the 2015 Encore.
I still say that's an agate. I still say it. It's just like my blue one at home.
Just doesn't want him to be with anybody else.
You know what I like? I like it's old.
I'm gonna polish this one.
Check my fingers, just smells it.
That's our keen sense of smell. The new Dr. Drew, weeknights at night.
It's real smooth like an agate.
Just days after throwing her hat into the U.S. Senate ring, a California congresswoman is in hot water. All of it centers around a controversial gesture she made in reference to Native Americans. David Phoenix from our affiliate KCRA shows us.
Yeah, that was stupid.
It happened during a gathering of the Indian American Caucus at the Democratic State Convention. U.S. Senate candidate Loretta Sanchez was telling how she recently received an invitation from someone within the Indian American community.
I'm going to his office thinking that I'm going to go meet with, right? Native American.
The man who filmed Sanchez's gesture with his cell phone said several people in the room found the gesture insensitive to Native Americans.
Oh, I was shocked and appalled that she would make the disparaging comments about Native Americans that way. It's just very undemocratic.
A short time later, Sanchez's opponent, Kamala Harris, was told about the gesture.
I don't know what to say to that, except that that was shocking. That's shocking.
Sanchez, you made a gesture that some people consider that gesture you made as offensive. Do you feel like you took that back?
Earlier in the day, Sanchez claimed that she was a victim of pressure tactics from Democrats who didn't want her to run.
Well, I will just say that there were plenty of phone calls asking me not to. There were plenty of phone calls trying to sweeten the pot, and there were plenty of sort of threatening things. But, you know, as I have told everybody, I was not going to be pushed in, nor was going to be pushed out.
Yeah, this is not her first controversial moment. In 2010, she called a Vietnamese opponent anti-Hispanic. Just last week, Sanchez announced that she is seeking to replace retiring Senator Barbara Boxer in the U.S. Senate. CNN has reached out to Sanchez for comment.
But the feeling's overwhelming. It's much too strong.
That is Sam Smith. He is nominated in 3 of the 4 4 major categories in tonight's Billboard Music Awards. The top artist category also includes Ariana Grande, One Direction, Katy Perry, and Taylor Swift.
There's some of these people that are running are pretty stupid.
What do you mean?
Like that lady making that gesture for the evening.
He's among the nominees for top new artist. And that list
Well,
also includes
to me that shows
5
their
Seconds of
true
Summer, Iggy Azalea,
face
Sam
when
Smith,
they
and
do
Elvis
things
Presley.
like that. I wouldn't vote for them.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
Oh, we got to get that cell phone out of the car so we plug it in if you're going to call me again tonight.
Are based on album
Oh,
sales,
it's Monday,
online
Bunny.
streaming, as well as social
Sunday.
interactions
Well, we
on
still
Facebook,
need
Twitter,
to,
and Instagram. Taylor Swift definitely had that one
we
down.
still need to plug it in. Oh,
It's
here it
2
is.
down, 1 to go for American Pharaoh. Great race yesterday. Coy Wire has more than
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Horse racing's Triple Crown. Report morning to you.
Good morning. Yeah.
Good history of the MMA.
If I could get
Let
it
me get it.
over.
I'll
Well,
do
will
it.
it happen? It's been since 1978 since a horse has
One
pulled
on
it
the
off, winning the
bottom, or
Derby, the Preakness,
That
and
won't
the
break
Belmont.
it.
That horse's name was affirmed. Can American Pharaoh do it? That's the question. The weather in Baltimore yesterday was wicked. It was nasty. The grandstands and infield had to be evacuated. The track was a mud pit, but none of it slowed down American Pharaoh. Out there crushing it like Lynn on a
I can't get it. You'll have to get it, Pete.
By 5 lengths. Next up is the Belmont Stakes on June 2nd. Winning that would earn him the Triple Crown, but keep in mind there's been
Transfer it
13
for
other
my other
horses
model.
in the last 37 years who won the
Don't
first
waste
2
it.
legs, only to falter in the final leg at Belmont. To the ice, where the
You could
Rangers
just throw
earned a
this
hard-fought
one
battle
away.
against Tampa Bay.
This is, I hate these. Look.
Dominic Moore with the basket. Look at that, less than 3 minutes remaining, notching the 2-1 victory. These guys have now played 13 straight one-goal games in the playoffs, and they've won 9 of them. Blue shirts are up on the lake
Before you go, I want to check, hit the brakes. I want to make sure that they're working today. I changed the light, so it should work.
Later today, 3 Eastern. In other hockey news, it was rootin' tootin', skating scootin'. Russian President Vladimir Putin on the show at an exhibition game. He's 62 years old, but he's got mad skills, Lynn. He scored 8 goals in the game. It featured former NHL stars like Pavel Bure. His team went on to win 18-6. It was a fun affair, and even the defense minister lit it up with 3 goals. And I want to know, did you see President Obama playing a pro sport? And if so, playing against former athletes, what sport would you want to see?
I would say the president surely likes golf a lot, so I would say it's so often. I want to see that go down.
Good call. I like that. I was thinking sumo wrestling because I think that would be funny. But we want to know.
Don't be on there. I can't do it here with all this energy. Like, what do you go?
Well, she has to have it,
Quiet.
Yeah, quiet.
Because